This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So, thank you, Tamima. Right? So, today we are going to have a class on data visualization, which is we are going to learn it. Right? So, before we start the session, let me introduce myself. I am Shamily. Okay, I'll be taking your classes. I'll be taking your classes based on this data visualization. Okay, so here only girls or even a boys are joining. Is it correct? See, I need an interactive class, right? So you need to respond me. If you have a doubt, you can ask me, or if you're not able to respond, you can also put it into a chat box. I can see that, right? I'll be checking all your messages, whatever you will reply, or you will be raising your questions. I'll check that once in a while and I'll reply. Okay. So now, okay, good. So now what we will do is we will start our session. So before I start the session, let me ask you a question. What do you mean by data visualization? Tell me whatever you know. Just tell me what you know it. The data visualization. What does it mean?
Hi, ma'am. Um, it is something like
Tell me.
lots of data put together in a tabular or a easy to understand format so that any person without statistical or mathematical background would be able to understand the data better.
Okay. So making a
Hello.
person easily understand what is the situation. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you, ma'am.
Am I audible to you all? So yes, you were right, which means we are representing a data using some graphical graphs or charts so that the person can understand. Now, when we say it is, we are going to represent using a graphs and charts. Why do we have to do this? Why do we have to make them understand? Will they not know when they see the statement or the data what they have? Yes? No? Response me?
Uh, ma'am, there might, ma'am, there might be huge amounts of data. For example, if there is an office and there are like 10,000 people working, and we have 10,000 employees' data. So I think putting it on a pie chart or something like that would be a little concise to see and understand rather than, you know, going through. Of course, we can't go through each of the 10,000 people's data. So I think that will be better.
Yeah. That's right. So when we have something in a data format, you can take it in when we say it as data format, it can be in anything. It can be a text file, it can be a CSV file, it can be a Excel, it can be from the database. So might be SQL, Python, somewhere it is there. So this data we are extracting, we are bringing that data to our Tableau and making the person understand. Why do we have to make him understand? The situation is very clear, so the person, if we are giving a data, say as a business analyst or the data analyst, we are going to represent the data. Why do we have to do this? So if a business, if a user, if a company is asking you, I want to know my situation, my position of the company. So then what you have to do? So let's take an example. Take it here as we are going to work for a company which is selling the online goods. A mediator, the goods where it is made a sales through the online. So you can take like Amazon, Flipkart. So these all are the mediator where the supplier is selling his goods from Amazon or Flipkart like this. Now, you are working as an analyst for the Amazon. Just take it as Amazon. Now, when you are working for Amazon, what you have to do, you will be have to collect the data. They are asking you to tell what to explain the story, what is happening in a business and how it is working, whether it is going in a flow or not. This they wanted to understand. Or might be there are some situation where they might be there are some lack of issues, some problems might be there, might be from the customer end, might be from the delivery, that is dispatch of goods during the shipment, or from the supplier side where we are not able to understand exact situation. So but we have a data, right? Say so when as I am a analyst, what I have to do first, I have to collect all the information that is related. So what kind of information will I collect? If I have to analyze, if I have to understand the situation, the business situation of Amazon as an analyst, what are the details I have to collect? Can someone say? Can someone say me? You are an analyst. You need to collect the data. What data you will collect? Supplier data, right? What a supplier data is. We have different vendors who's selling the goods. Am I audible to all? Is there any technical glitch, some network issue or something like that? Okay, good. Thank you. So now, their accounts. Good. Their accounts. So what kinds of accounts? So supplier data, who's selling the goods. This information. So who are the suppliers? Are they supplying or they're making a new launch, new goods, new products? Okay, new products are they selling or the same old products? This information we need it. Then supply details, or you can say it as shipment details. Okay, so this shipment, how it is happening, shipment data. So in this what you have to do, the delivery date, delivery data, how it was delivered. Okay, packing, so membership, so how fast it is, all those things you will be having. Then you will have a product data, so types of data. Then you will have a customer data. Then you will have a delivery report, delivery data. Then return data, goods return you will be having, right? So return data. Like this, all the data information we have to collect it. After collecting, what I have to do, I have to understand. See, we observe each and every data, and try to understand what information we have in this, which are the information we do not have. If we do not have this option, then how to calculate that option? Suppose I have a sales. I have here, say I have a sales. I have a sales, that means sales price. I have number of quantities sold, so I can find the revenue, and I have a packing charges. Then I have a tax. So what is my profit? How much did I earn? I can find that. Or if I don't have a tax, I know what is the tax rate I'm paying it. deducted, how much is the GST, calculate it. So all these things you have to calculate if this data is not available. So one by one you have to make sure whether all the information in the data in the system what you are getting. So now as an analyst, to you are an analyst and I'm a Amazon person. So Amazon, I am giving you all the set of data. You have to try to understand what and all details I have, what details I don't have. If I don't have this, with the available information, what and all I can calculate. So after calculating, so you will understand the situation now where there is a problem. Take it one by one, we will see. So if there is a supplier data, now I'll come to know how many are the new supplier, how many are existing customer, which person is supplying the new products, new launch is doing, one who is making only old product sales, whether he is adding a new product to the Amazon portal or not. Thus, you have to cross check. So in this, I'll come to know who are where I have to give some offers or benefits, or when I am paying a commission to him, where will I get lot of benefits from which supplier I'll get. This I can understand. Second, shipment. So where it is from supplier, it has to come to the Amazon factory. From Amazon factory, it has to go to the customer. Now in this transportation shipment, I need to find whether it is properly packed, properly delivered, there is no damage or anything. In this situation, we have to understand. So if there is damages is happening, product is getting affected, so where it is. So after coming to the Amazon, it is getting affected or before it is. This you have to cross check. Next one, product data. So product data, how many quantities, what is the product ID, how many like from which place it is being sent, right? All this, what is the size, what is the color, what is the format, all these things, product information you will be having. Then customer data, regular customer, new customer, existing customer, right? Regular who always keeps buying, new suddenly who has registered and started buying it, and existing they are Amazon, they have a access, they have a login, but they are not buying anything. So this one you have to cross check. All these things you have to see. So if there is a customer, and you have to observe one more thing, are they giving a proper reviews? If they're giving a reviews, what kind of reviews? How many stars we are getting? 5 star, 4 star, 3 star. Why it is being given? What is the reason? This we have to verify. If that is a reason related to product, or the size of the product, or color of the product, or because of the packages, because of damages, all these reasons you have to extract the information. Now, after pulling all this information, now what we will do? Next, we have to understand if they are whether this customer is buying and using the product, or every often he just buys and within 3 or 4 days before that return date, whether he is returning the goods. If he is returning a goods, is there a genuine reason? Or simply he is buying, trying and returning it? This is happening. This also we have to find. But we cannot make any changes when it is customer is returning the goods. Still, we can understand, right? Who are the person, what are the person, then what we have to do, what we have to improve it in our strategies. This you have to do it. Then sales, how much did I make a profit after paying the commissions to the suppliers, after paying to the transportation, after paying to the delivery persons. So after paying the salaries, all these calculations you will do. Now finally, after calculating all these things, I understood the situation. That means analyst is understanding the business situation now. Same thing, you have to tell me a story, how it is working, how it is happening. Now, what and all you have analyzed, this you have to explain me. But when I sit and explain in a words, that will not at all work out. Right? We have a habit, right? We always prefer seeing movies rather than going for a reading a novels or anything. If we prefer, what we prefer, we usually prefer going for a movies instead of reading the story. You all know Harry Potter? Yes? No? At least one series, two series, something you have watched? Reply, girls.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You see movies or you read a novels also?
Both, ma'am.
Both. How many of you prefer only movies or only novels? You can say novels if you're preferring as, or you put it in chat box. If you prefer novels, give it as 1. If you prefer movies, then you can give it as 2. Just type it in chat box. 2 for movie, novels 1. Wow, all are 2. Nice. So, not audible. Am I audible now, Shalini? Oh, sorry, Max. Let me see. So, from next class, there won't be any much problem. I'll make sure that it will be clear. Okay. Fine, thank you. Everyone replying to, which means we prefer movies. Why? Because cinematically, visualization is very clear comparatively to the novel. We read it, we cannot complete the entire book in one day, right? We take a lot of times to understand, to complete a book, so which is a time consumption for us. So every business will find a way to reduce the time consumption. They want to reduce it. Let them reduce the time and spend that time in some other work. Your voice is breaking. Once again. How about now? Am I audible to you all clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we were discussing this regarding a novel and the storybook. Better. Thank you, ma'am. So what I want to do is now when I take this, the duration we can reduce it. So when I reduce the duration, I can concentrate in some other work. When I concentrate on some other work, it can be a worth of spending on some money, what I'm spending, what I'm earning, all these things I can do it. So this situation, when I would like to explain to my business person or my order, like the person who has given me an order or a task to perform, this task I can represent it through the visualizations graphically, making him understand instead of showing in a table format or in a directly data formats. This could help me when I'm representing in a charts. As you said, it can be a pie chart, bar chart, or line chart, or even the much more advanced chart I can use, so that the person will understand what is happening in a business. Now, using this, you are not only creating a data. See, we may create a visualization based on the data which is available. We may be asked for calculating, for creating the visualizations for the future also. Might be for future also we may have to do it. So for last 2 years, 3 years, we have a data set. Obviously, we can do. So what about the future? What about the next 2 years if I have to calculate? Based on the performance, based on the ratio of increasing the sales, the increasing in returns, I can evaluate or I can add a formula so that I can see in the next 4 years, next 3 years, what is going to happen. So we are going to advise saying that this is a situation through a graphical represents data visualization, which we are doing it through the charts. So after that, we are also suggesting them what to do, how they are going to change it, and how they are going to work on it. Thus also we are going to explain them through the charts. So this as a whole story we are going to create. First we will create an order, then second we will go with these vendor details and supplier details, then the shipment details, product details, each and everything we will concentrate. Based on each and everything we have to create a charts. So one chart, two chart, three chart, even a 10 charts also you can create it for one data set. So for sales I can use 5 6 charts. Again for product I can use the 10 charts. So individually each and everything I will show it. This I will make it as individual dashboard. Product details as one dashboard, supply details as one dashboard, sales performance as another dashboard. Combination of all these dashboards, we will be creating a story. We will be creating a story. So let's understand how this is going to work when we are working on a tab. So here we go over what is tab. Tableau is what? It is a powerful and a faster growing data visualization used in a business intelligence. So BI tool. BI means that is whatever we have discussed to do it. So in this we have the other two tasks also when we say business intelligence. Extract, transform, load, and then create a task. Extract, bring the data from the source, from your Excel, from your text file, from the CSV file, from the data hub, or from the web page, any places you have, you can bring the data, right? So after bringing this data, you have to analyze it. If there is any error or unwanted information, unwanted rows and columns, delete it, remove it, calculate it, whatever the changes you want to do, that you do it. Then take the data to your visualization creating page where you will be creating all the data that is required for you. In which way? In that such like in a such a way that the other person, whether he is from the technical background or non-technical background, whoever it is, this must be a easy way to understand. To whom? To the board of directors, to the company owners, to the customers, or to the investors, bankers, whoever is a members of the company. They will be asking you to create, so you are making them to understand in a professional way by organizing all the charts in a one page or two page, three page by creating a dashboard. This 3 pages you are again creating as one page as a story. for explaining the person. So it helps in simplifying the raw data in a very easily understandable format. Tableau helps in creating the data that you can understand. It can be understood by the professional at any level of the organization. So it is also used for the non-technical users to create this dashboard. So you can create whatever you want, and this will be very fast. And why we say this is a comparative, a form of dashboard or a worksheet. Okay. So before we start about worksheet, let me ask you, do you all know Excel? Excel? If you know, you can just put it as 1. If you don't know, at least like some basics if you know also, you can put it as 1. Okay, if you are not that much familiar with Excel, then you can put it as 0. Okay, fine, no problem. So let me ask you the other question. Okay, now second question is, do you know what is pivot table in Excel? Pivot table, if you know in Excel how to use a pivot table, why do we use it, what is the uses of this, if you know this, then reply me as 3. If you don't know, then give it as 0. Okay, fine, no problem. So here, whatever we are going to learn in the visualization, right? In this visualization, it is completely related to the worksheet. What is worksheet? Excel. Tableau is an additional service or additional tool that is based on the Excel. Most of the formulas, the charts, and a data blending, or the pivot tables, what we do in Excel, almost all these things we do it in Tableau also, right? So that is what we call it as worksheet. In Excel, how you will add a sheet, same way we will be creating a chart in each and every sheet after bringing the data. So when we are doing practically, you will understand this. Okay. So why did I ask you about the pivot table is Tableau or any BI tool if you're learning, all the BI tools is completely based on the pivot table. It is not only a Tableau any software which is using a BI tool or any software which is working as a data visualization, all are working on a pivot table. So that means it is a concept, basic concept of a pivot table which we are using in an advanced level while using on this BI tool. So Excel is very important to work on, and then you will be working on this. So data driving decision, that means uh, I whatever we have discussed, how it is helping in making a decision for the future when you are forecasting all these things. Okay. So now we will be having Excel first. Few classes we will be understanding Excel, pivot tables, some basic formulas from the Excel. The same formulas we are also again going to use it in a Tableau visualization. So how it is going to work comparatively, we will be learning both the things, Excel with the Tableau. First we will work on Excel, then we will go to the Tableau. Clear? So data-driven decision making means how you bring the data and how you are connecting it and how you are running it, how you are going to represent it based on the charts, and that helps in overcoming the uh, any situation of a business by applying the situations, right? By applying the strategies, how we are going to understand and how we are going to identify the factors in a business, or whether there is any influences, anything is happening. To overcome all these things, we are going to use this KPI tools. What is KPI? This is a points which you are going to make a use of it while you are going to analyze the business, analyze the data. Okay. So so how we are going to do, how we are going to work on this is very simple. We are just going to learn this data visualization in our industry, and we are going to create this in a by using a simple raw data. Raw data, we bring it and convert it to our interactive dashboard that a person can easily understand. To make him understand any level of a people, whether it is a lower level, middle level, or higher level of a company. So that means any level of a business, if they see the chart, they must understand what it is, how it is, what is happening in a business. By just seeing the charts itself, they have to understand. So for doing all these things, we don't require any technical knowledge or programming knowledge. We just need to know how to import the data and what is my strategy that I'm going to use it while creating this charts. This is what we are going to see. Okay, so this is the second situation. Now, here these are the types of software which is available. The types of software. What are these types of software we have? So for Tableau Desktop, Tableau Server, Tableau Reader, Tableau Public, Tableau Cloud. Now, first one is Tableau Desktop. So whatever we have discussed till now, right? Whatever we have discussed till now, all the charts creation, dashboard creation, story creation, everything we do it in which? In a tab. Once after I do that, Once after I do that, I save the file. Where I'm saving, I can save it on a desktop. Yeah, I can save it in any other drives if I want. Wherever I want, I can put all the charts. But how I'm going to give this to the one who has asked me to create this visualization? I have to submit this report, right? Okay. I can submit him through the mail. But what if they want us to send them to the logins where individual person will be having the access. So to work on a company, you will be given an individual login IDs. You log in, you work. Same thing you have to submit. So you are going to share this. When you're sharing to some person who and all is having the access or to the website. Which website? The company's website. So when you're sharing this to the website or to the person who is having the access, then that's Tableau server. Call it as Tableau server. Now, since I have shared it, after sharing, this person must be able to see, must be able to read, right? So, this after publishing, if they are seeing the report, that means they are Tableau reader. There is only simple one package which is in different names. It becomes reader. How it becomes a reader? Because they have a access denied option. Only view option is given for the readers. They cannot edit, they cannot share, they cannot do anything. Document, you can only see. You cannot make any changes to the whoever is having a company with my companies or even a small investor, shareholders can also see then it becomes a cloud. So the one software we are doing it in a different names.
Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry to interrupt you.
Ask me. No problem.
Ma'am, your voice started breaking from the moment you started explaining server. We were not able to hear anything.
Okay. What's your name? Medina? Medina.
Medini, ma'am.
Sorry, ma? Medini.
Medini. Yes, ma'am.
Ah, okay. Let me explain you again. If you're not able to hear me, just let me know again, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I'm sorry, you have posted already. Okay, see, we create a chart. This is in desktop. I create a chart, I create a dashboard, I create a story by connecting a data. All the calculation, visualization, everything I do in one place in my system, in my laptop or in your desktop, in any places. Then it is it is what? It is your visualization. You are doing it in a desktop. After doing it on a desktop, this one we are sharing it. To whom we will to the company. Who is the company? The shareholders, invest, all these
Excuse me, ma'am.
people, they have to see it. So they will be having a access, right? When tell me, ma,
Ma'am, your voice is breaking
what
again.
happened? Okay, let me change the other network. I'll swap to the other network. Let here. If you still have any other like if there is still you are not able to hear me, let me know. Okay. How about now? You can hear me clearly.
Yes, ma'am.
So server is where I'm giving the visualization created to the person who is having the access to cross check, to verify, to understand. And if that person is having only a access to see, then he becomes a reader. Only viewers becomes a reader. Okay, so a reader means he can only see all the visualization which I have created, but he will not be able to make any changes. When he is not making any changes, then he becomes a reader. What is 2 points? Tableau desktop, Tableau server, Tableau reader. Understood these 3 points? Okay. Then next one, it is a public. When it becomes a public, when I want each and every person of the company to know, to understand, then it becomes a public. I'm giving a access to everyone to see the visualization, then it becomes public. It is directly posted in company's website or even in a Tableau website, then it becomes a public, right? And this, if I want for the future reference in any other case, I want to store it in some other place, then it is Tableau Cloud Support through the online. Instead of maintaining a separate server, separate hard disk, you can say storage, I can put it in a cloud support where all my data will be available. Then it becomes Tableau Cloud. Clear now? Okay. The same thing I have explained here, you can just go through once. If you have any questions in this, you can ask me. Now let me change to the other screen. I'm going for the next one. So these are the three people who has invented or who are the founders of the taboo. Okay, Crystal, Christian Cabot, Pat Hamilton. Okay, these three people. So when they started doing this, the data visualization, this was the very first data visualization tool, that is the BI tool, which was launched. Okay, and this was launched in the year 2003, California, and the headquarters is located now in Washington. Okay, now though these people are the founders, later this package, this software was being purchased. Okay, this was being purchased by the Salesforce in August 2019. When this people founded a Tableau, it was in a 2003. Later, this package, this Tableau software was purchased in 2019 by the Salesforce, and they have renamed it as Salesforce, that is Salesforce CRM Analytics. But still, we are very familiar using a name as Tableau. And this Tableau is a software which has been developed by using the language, a programming language, or you can say a SQL language, SQL, that is SQL, okay, sequence query language. So this is just a similar, so but they have using VisQL. VisQL was being used to develop this package, to develop the software, which was very similar to SQL. Okay, and all the desktop code, that is the main screen code, everything is written using a C++ code. Okay, later when was this being started using in India? We in India started using this from 2014 onwards, right? From 2014 onwards, we started using in India this tablet. Okay, so this is a screen how you will be creating. The first one is where you are creating a charts one by one by adding the charts, by adding the values. The second one where you can see four charts is called as a dashboard, and this one later you will be creating it as a story, all the four charts in one dashboard and the four charts in another dashboard, all this a combination you will be using and showing in a story. So story screen I have not shown here, I've just shown you two things. One as a charts which is being created, and second one which is created as a dashboard. This dashboard will be converted into story later on. Okay,
Excuse me,
so
ma'am.
first one individually we will arrange. Yeah, tell me, ma.
Ma'am, your presentation is moving very delayed, ma'am. It's still in the founders page.
Okay, I'm still on the same page where I'm not changing it. You can see it. Okay, I'll not change that. But here it shows me no more. What about now?
No, ma'am, it's still on the same page. Presentation.
Okay, that's it. I'm so sorry. The very first day itself we have a lot of technical glitches here. So from tomorrow I'll make sure it won't happen again. Did it change?
No, ma'am.
Then I'll just go from the screen. What happened now?
Ma'am, it's still on the same page.
I have closed the presentation screen and again have reopened it now. When it moves on the next page, you tell me, okay? Then I will again explain you what it is. We'll see for a moment. Did it? Did the screen change?
No, ma'am.
What are you getting now? Which screen we are into now?
Ma'am, we're still on the founders page.
Did it change?
No, ma'am. We are not able to see your desktop only.
I'll cross check once and tell you. Girls, can you see my screen now? Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the first screen is for the charts. Individually, each and every page, we will be creating a charts. And after this, all these charts combined together, we will bring it as a dashboard. One screen where we will be showing all the charts. So you can see in a second screen where I am having the area chart, bar chart, column chart, and the tree map. But first one is only the column chart. So with this column chart also we are making some changes. How we are making, we are just showing this one by one in every month, every year, how much it is happening, how and in every categories what is happening. After that, in a category there is another bifurcation. See this one, the line what it is showing is in a year how many sales has happened. So here we have a categories. We have four categories. You can see here in this list there are four categories in each and every. Then we are taking a subcategory. So office supplies, these are the things. Technology, these are the things. Furniture, these are the things. So same thing is repeated for each and every year. And now what we are doing, this subcategories, what and all we have, all these things we are showing in a color. So each and everything is in one color. Okay, so this is individual chart, how you want to represent, how you want to explain, thus you can create it. So all these things individually, once I create, it will show me here what and all the charts I have created when I'm creating a dashboard. So these things I'm bringing one by one, okay, one by one, to make them understand. So this is over a time in each and every here how it is changing. Sales by the platform, so which platform, like priority basis, how I'm making the sales, that it is. And this is how many video games is being sold, and sales by the generation germs, or what it is. Thus we are just seeing it. So individually charts also we are seeing here one, and all together we are putting together. So this four charts is called as dashboard. After dashboard, what we will do, this four charts in one dashboard, another four charts in one dashboard. This we will just place it as a tiles. So if I click on first tile, I'll get one dashboard. Second tile, then second dashboard. So four charts, five charts where I can see in one place by going to the next page. Is this clear? Right? Any questions? Any questions? Do you have any questions? Am I audible to you all? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, so till now we have just discussed about what is Tableau, how it is going to work. Later we will start how to work. So I'll tell you how to download also, how to install also. As of now, first in this first 10 or 12 hours, we will be having Excel. Then we will go with the Tableau. Okay, so you can also work on Excel along with me. I will show the steps. You will follow me and you can work on it along with me itself. Second thing, even when I'm doing a Tableau also, one step I'll show you, second step you can do it. I'll give you moments. So once I finish the step one, I'll give you a time. You can practice it and you can do it. Okay, this is the first thing I wanted to convey. Second thing, I can see your names here. I can see your names. I have no problem in the names. So please give your names as it is given in your register. I have given, means I have been shared a list of names who are like all the participants who is going to attend the Tableau visualization. So you can give your name. If you want to give your name along with the register number, even that is fine. But give the full name. Don't give this like just small names and all. I may have a confusion. Might be there is same name repeated again and again, and that will be a difficult for me to whom to mark attendance, whom to skip. I may not be able to know. So I want you to give a full name as per your register, as per your attendance register. How you will be giving a names. Same method you have to rename it. Okay, so today I'm fine, no problem. I'll give a attendance. I'll just see to that if there is any matching name, I'll just give it. But from tomorrow, make sure you give a name entirely. I don't want to see mobile name. I don't want to see laptop's name, or even this. You can see here there is some person waiting for name. It was showing. I don't know. See here also we have waiting for. But who is this? How can I mark a attendance for such kind of names and all? It will be very difficult for me. I won't be calling out the names from the list of participants. I'll directly mark the attendance. And say another third point. So from the list of logins, whoever have attended the session, I will mark the attendance. But only for those who have been in a session for the long duration. I won't mark it less than half an hour, less than 10 minutes, 15 minutes. No. At least more than 1 hour. If it is there 1 hour or more than that, only then I'll give you attendance. If it is less than that, if it is like less than 30 minutes, I'm not at all marking. Okay, and don't ask me like, ma'am, have attended, you have not been marked, we will get a attendance shortage, that this and all. Please, I'm sorry. Okay, less than 30 minutes I'm not giving you attendance. If I see 30 minutes, but I may have the list. Even if you exit and relog in because of your technical issues or network issues, then too I will be having the names repeatedly. how many durations you have attended. I'll accumulate it together and I'll give you. Okay, that won't be a problem, but not less than 30 minutes. Okay, any other things you wanted to ask me? You can tell me if you have any questions.
Ma'am, I have a question. So, as far as I
Tell
know,
me.
I think Tableau is not open source. Is there any, free version or trial that is there for 30 days or something where we could download and learn it after the
Don't download
classes,
it
something like
now.
that?
I understand. Don't download it now because first I'm going to start with an Excel for 12 classes. So means not 12 classes, for 12 hours we will do a Excel out of 30 hours. So the remaining we will be working on a Tableau. When I start Tableau, I will tell you when to download because as you said, there is not an open source. There are only two options. One is Tableau Desktop, which is having only 14 days trial version, only valid for 14 days. And the second one is Tableau Public. This also you can download it. Tableau Public is where you won't be able to save the data. You can practice whatever I'm teaching you. Then and there you can practice it. You can do follow all the steps. Only thing is you won't be able to save the things what you have done. Only you can practice it. Saving is not possible. If you want to save it for your reference, then you have to use Tableau Desktop. It will be valid only for 14 days trial, and it will be asking the mail IDs for all those information. So I'll tell you before 1 or 2 days before I start a Tableau. In that case, you can download it. Okay. Any others has a question? Almost most of them are on call, I think. No questions? Okay. So from tomorrow, I will be starting with an Excel. Okay, you can keep your system or laptop along with me. You can work. Might be since tomorrow is also the first day of an Excel. Probably I will just show you the screen elements, shortcut keys, and how it is. Then the third day I will be starting with the practical, so you can start working along with me. If you are starting from tomorrow, also have no problems, no questions in that. Still, I'm just informing you once. Fine, and be interactive. Just give me a same way. Give me a response. You are not audible. Am I not audible?
Ma'am, you're audible.
Okay. So I was saying something and I forgot. Actually, sorry. It happens. What I was saying. Yeah. So tomorrow when I start with an Excel, you can start working with me. Okay. So you can sit with the system so that you can work. Oh, Kirtana, thank you, ma. So many thumbs ups. Okay. Fine then. So keep all your stuffs okay. From tomorrow we will be starting with the practical. So as of today, I've done all the things. Only our introduction I've given, and this introduction what I've given, we will be working on all this Tableau basis when I start with the Tableau functions. Now, right now we will only work on the basic formulas and the functions. All those things we will learn from the Excel. Then after Excel, the same thing we will implement in a Tableau also. Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you. Fine then. So that's all for today's session. We will see you in tomorrow's class. Since it is a first class, I'm winding up for early. Okay, from tomorrow it will be till 7:30. 6 to 7:30. Okay. Thank you all. Bye. I'm getting heart still.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, ma. Bye bye. See you in tomorrow's class.
Thank you, ma'am.